The sun dipped low over the horizon, painting the war-torn camp in shades of gold and ash. It was the spring of 1945, and the guns had finally gone silent. For weeks, the German women held as prisoners of war had lived in uneasy quiet. Nurses, clerks, and auxiliaries who had once served near the front lines. They expected harsh punishment, humiliation, or even revenge. The stories they had heard about captured enemies left them braced for the worst. That evening, as the American guards called for assembly, the women stood in formation near the fence, their uniforms worn, eyes hollow from months of uncertainty. The guards gave no explanation, only told them to face west. Then they saw it. The stars and stripes being raised beside a newly built wooden cross. Next to it stood the American chaplain, his hands clasped in prayer, reading words they didn't understand, but somehow felt. Behind him, a small honor guard saluted. Not just the American flag, but also a freshly dug row of graves, marked not with names, but with simple wooden crosses. One of the women, a former Luftwaffe nurse named Lotte, recognized the helmets on those graves. They weren't American, they were German. "They buried our dead," she whispered, disbelief thick in her voice. The others stared, stunned. The American soldiers had collected the fallen German bodies from the nearby field and given them proper burials, side by side, enemies and allies alike. No mockery, no desecration, just quiet respect. As the chaplain finished his prayer, the guards lowered their rifles and stood at attention. The sun's last light hit the crosses, glowing against the orange sky. Some of the women wept openly. Others simply bowed their heads. In that moment, they realized their captors were not driven by hatred, but by a code of honor they hadn't expected to see. When the ceremony ended, Lotte murmured, "Maybe this is how peace begins, not with victory, but with respect." That night, for the first time since capture, the camp was silent, not from fear, but from reflection.